Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so it is possible I will stumble over my words moving forwards, and also apologies if the quality is not that great. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision related video here on my channel, the first one for quite a while, specifically Junior Eurovision though, because right now I am about to react/listen to in full for the first time to the United Kingdom's entry for the upcoming edition of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, which will take place in just over a month's time in Nice in France. Now, as I'm recording this video you're watching now, we are still waiting for 2 entries to make up the full 16 song list for this year's JESC. We're still waiting for Ireland's entry. We know the title of it and we know the singer. It just hasn't been released yet, but it will be within the next couple of days, I'm sure. And also the Armenian track and singer. I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. It's all been very quiet, but that's Armenia for you. But also there has been some conflict in Armenia recently, and that may absolutely play a part in whether they can even compete in France next month or not. We just have to wait and see. Fingers crossed they will be involved, because they're usually pretty good. Anyway, getting back on track, the United Kingdom's entry. Well, first things first, the UK at Junior Eurovision full stop. We were there in year 1, 20 years ago this year, it's worth saying, I believe it was, and we were represented by Tom Morley, I believe, with My Song for the World, which finished 3rd, I think. Don't quote me on this. I think it was 3rd place. And then a year later, Corey Spedding was there behind the piano, and she finished 2nd. That was a lovely song. And then we had Joni Fuller with How Does It Feel in 2005, and she had a violin, if I remember correctly. This was years ago. I would have seen it on television as it happened live. And she didn't do that well, unfortunately. And then ITV, who broadcast the show in the UK at the time, said, you know what? Stuff it. And then we didn't take part again or have anything to do with Junior Eurovision for years. But last year, out of the blue pretty much, the BBC came along and said, you know what, let's give it a right go. Of course, we did have Wales in the contest for a little bit. They didn't fare too well. But then the United Kingdom as a whole came back, and the little star that she is, Freya Sky, came along with Lose My Head, and she was unwell on the night of the performance and indeed most of the week of Junior Eurovision, but she did really well, had a couple of dancers with her, one of whom I realised recently was in Matilda the Musical movie. Didn't even realise that until a few weeks ago, but how about that? And it was a really good performance, all things considered. She won the public vote, if I recall. The jury mark wasn't too bad, and the overall position that she finished in also not too shabby at all. So this year we have to be aiming for the same, if not better. And I should say Freya, whose birthday I think it was very recently, again don't quote me on that, she's doing lots of stuff at the moment. She's always travelling. She's been doing a lot of stuff for CBBC. She'll probably be involved at Junior Eurovision this year for the UK in some capacity. I'd be surprised if not. She was there in Liverpool for the adult competition earlier this year. So long ago it was. Oh, shut up. And hopefully she'll be releasing new music soon as well. She's doing really well for herself. And there's also a documentary, I think it's called What Freya Did Next or something. It's on the BBC iPlayer, probably on YouTube somewhere as well. If you're outside the UK, you might still be able to watch it. I need to watch it. It's there. Documentary. Wahey. Anyway, let's get back on track, shall we? Representing the UK in France next month is, hold on to your hats if you're wearing one, or your fruit tea if you've got one of those, it's a girl band. I know. We really don't get many bands at Junior Eurovision. We certainly don't get many male soloists at Junior Eurovision. I don't really know why that's the case. It's usually girls doing the business at the junior equivalent of Eurovision. I mean, it is what it is, but I do wonder why we don't get more young male singers at the contest. It's definitely female heavy. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? But I think this is great that the UK have gone down a slightly different route. Stand UNIQU are the name of the female trio. Unique with a 3 on the end, because, you know, it's more junior, I guess. Anyway, Back to Life is the name of the song. It's written by Sky Adams, Jacka Eriksson, and Jack Howitt. Now, Jack Howitt, I believe, co-wrote Lose My Head last year. And Jacka Eriksson, he co-wrote Miracle for Azerbaijan at the adult competition in 2016, I believe. And I think he was involved with our Junior Eurovision entry last year as well, but don't quote me on that. The lyrics are here. Let's take a look at them first. They're not loading up terribly quickly, but there we are. I get so fascinated in this old ghost town, I keep on seeing faces when no one is around, and I know that I'm playing fire, out here alone on my own. I get so distracted I walk right into hell. My hands just start reacting. Am I under your spell? So let's go, I'm not scared of the dark. Wanna go where the moon doesn't glow. And then we've got the chorus. No, I can't help it. I just cannot help myself. You get it. If all our fears get buried tonight, that's fine, because maybe we can dance you back to life. It just makes me think of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. And if this song sounds anything like that one, ooh, we're on to a cracker. Then there's an instrumental break. Thunder and lightning like you have never seen. I know it should be frightening. That makes me think of Bohemian Rhapsody a bit, but there we are. Anyway, those are the lyrics. The lyrics don't matter too much, but that's what they are. Let's give this a listen, and if you're new to my channel, what I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching, but that's the way it usually is. Actually, we need to find out a bit more about the group. There they are. I'm on the Junior Eurovision website. The woman in the middle looks a little bit like Iru, who represented Georgia in Liverpool earlier this year, but maybe that's just me. It says here, following an extensive audition process, Hayla, Maisie and Yasmin have been chosen to form new girl group Stand UNIQU. Well, let's hope as well that after the contest next month, they keep going. Release new music. Hopefully the BBC will be there every step of the way, championing them, as they've done with Freya Sky. Let's make them a pretty big group. Why not? I think there's a gap in the market for a girl group. Now Little Mix have, cleared off a bit. Stand UNIQU can pave the way. It says here they all auditioned or something. The producers spotted their chemistry. It's the first time a group has represented the UK at Junior Eurovision. Let's hope this is a sign of things to come for the adult contest. The song was revealed on the Zoe Ball Breakfast Show this morning. The songwriters have written for Lauren Spencer Smith, Kylie Minogue and Ava Max. Hayla is 12. She's from Liverpool. Her grandfather was a backing dancer for the 1987 UK entry, Only the Light. Only the light. I mean, that's not one of our classic entries, but there we are, and I sounded terrible there, didn't I? Hayla is a big fan of Rihanna. She enjoys football, yes, and plays as a striker. Her ideal day would involve eating chocolate, watching movies, and spending time with her brothers. Very nice. Maisie is 13, from Essex. She loves to sing, dance, and act on stage. Well, you're going to the right contest. She also likes clay pigeon shooting. Fair enough. She also loves to chill and collects crystals. Well, hopefully they'll bring her some luck next month. Yasmin is 12, from Newcastle. She enjoys Latin and ballroom dancing, cuddling up with her Chihuahua Tinkerbell, writing stories, hello, so do I, and shopping. Patricia Hidalgo, the director of BBC Children's and Education, says, last year, real spectacle, high hopes for our brilliant trio, watch them represent the UK across BBC Two. It's on BBC Two this year, is it? Fantastic. CBBC and iPlayer. We finished 5th last year. Let's have it. So let's react to this song at last. I'll put a timestamp in the comments section below. Feel free to check out my other social media pages as well. Very active on the Instagram page that I co-run with my friend Peter, rojc.esc. Give it a follow, much appreciated. Let's get going at last. Back to Life by Stand UNIQU. Here we go. We wish them well, of course we do. Okay, comic book. There they are. Go on then. Bit of a chuckle. Back to Life. Okay, they're in a warehouse by the looks of it. Something like that. Ooh. I like the different colours. Or some finger clicks, I think. Ooh. Get a load of that whistling sound in the back. That can really be effective in some songs. I think so. That's a nice touch. Whoa. Quite snazzy outfits. This is quite playful stuff, isn't it? Okay, it's building. Nice harmonies. I'm trying to think. Okay, the drop is just about to happen. I'm trying to think who would have a song like this. Maybe somebody like Malu Pritz in Melfest, you know. That sort of thing. This feels quite polished, quite current, quite Junior Eurovision friendly, I guess. Anyway, where's the drop? Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a bop, isn't it? Oh, go on. This is what I like, okay? I know it's the music video, but to me, these three girls here, they're delivering. You know, they're delivering well enough here, which is great, because I feel like it's so important on the Junior Eurovision stage, the Adult Eurovision stage. You've got to look so damn confident, even if you're not. You've got to really sell it. The best example I can give you here is Sam Ryder in Turin last year. Showman, came out on stage, delivered the goods. That's sort of what you've got to do. You've got to show viewers that you mean business. This is a fairly sassy sort of song, so I'm hoping in Nice they just look ultra confident, ultra ready. I'm sure they will. I mean, Freya did, and she wasn't exactly 100% on the night. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm rambling a bit, but it's pretty good. I would have liked a bit more oomph in that instrumental break, you know, to make it a little bit more loud, I guess, a little bit more vibrant. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's being confidently delivered, which is good. It's got slight R&B tones to it, I guess. Da 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 da. Yeah. Come on. This is going to get stuck in my head. Yeah, I would like a little bit more pizzazz in this chorus instrumental break. Standing in a circle of sorts now. Look at that hat. We'll have this choreography next month, I'm sure. But we'll need something else, too. The staging will be key. Very key. And the running order, too. This is good. It is good. The choreography, you know, it's fairly simple, but I think quite effective. Bring you back to life. Yeah, come on. Oh, is that it? Blimey, that ends abruptly. Oh, to be continued? We'll see about that. They'll be back next year. Anyway, that wasn't bad, was it? That wasn't bad at all. I think what might be letting the song down a tiny bit is the drop. But everything else, the whistling element, the choreography, the confidence, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Solid 8 out of 10 from me. And this year it's quite a ballad-heavy year. That's going to stand out, as will the Dutch entry, as will France, again, as will Spain. Absolutely. Top 6 in the final. Well, there's only the final. But top 6, I think that's very possible. I really do. That's good stuff. I'm impressed. Is it as good as Lose My Head? Oh, I don't know about that. That's a tough act to follow. But this is a really solid effort. Fair play to these young girls, because standing on the Eurovision stage next month, that's a daunting thing, but I've got full faith that they will deliver and do a really good job, and we can feel very proud of this entry. So, fair play, stand unique. Oh yes, that's catchy stuff. Da, 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 da. You see what I mean? I said this about Cha 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 with Finland in Liverpool earlier this year. The simpler the hook, the more effective it can be. So, Karja just repeating the same word many times, highly effective. This with the whistling could be highly effective. Anyway, really good. Glad I listened to it now. Let me know your thoughts on this. I wouldn't be surprised if I watch a couple of Eurovision-related channels in a little while and see that a lot of people aren't so keen on this song. That wouldn't surprise me at all, but as far as I'm concerned, this is by some distance one of the strongest songs this year. Please give me strength. Absolutely, I think this is very, very good. I will be making more videos about Junior Eurovision moving forwards. As I said at the start, we're still waiting for 2 more songs. I've got very high hopes for Ireland, and hopefully we'll get something from Armenia very soon as well. For the record, I think France are probably going to win the whole thing again. Let's be honest. They probably will. I think the Netherlands will do quite well, but maybe not so much with the juries. I think Spain could win. I think this could win. Why the hell not? I think the UK could probably win. Georgia might be up there. Really hoping Estonia do well. That's a cracking ballad. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on anything to do with this year's JESC. And now it is time for me to shut up. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll just repeat one more thing that I said earlier on. I don't usually go on about this sort of thing, but I would really appreciate it if you could give our Instagram page, me and my friend Peter's Instagram page, rajc.esc, link in the description as always. If you could take a look at it, give it a follow, tell somebody else about it. I'm really happy with the work that we've been doing on there. It's mainly been me, to be honest, but I'm really happy with the posts that we've been getting up lately. So it would mean so much if you could just take a look, give us a follow. That would be wonderful. But you don't have to if you don't want to. If you think, my God, what a prat, don't bother. Until next time, take care of yourselves, alright? Stay safe, and bye for now. Take care.